Hi, welcome. It's Lonnie. This is Grace Blossoms for You. And today I want to make some what I would call halfway cards in a notepad form. The other day I was wanting to write someone a thank you note, and I had, the typical notepad where it's thin paper, and then on the back I had put a nice piece of cardstock with some designs on it. And so because I wanted to emphasize a little bit more than just a plain note, I grabbed the back of the pad and used that. And I thought it would be nice to have some note cards that were on heavier paper and then make a notepad of that and then be able to write something small on them and then give those out. So that's what I'm working on today. If you'd like to join me, I welcome you and say thank you for joining me. I thought the perfect size was actually 4 inches by 4 inches, and that would be this one. I did start with a 3 by 4, and I used some file folder that I want to use up, and so I'm going to make 2 sizes. I might not finish them both right now, but just to work on something here. Let me make sure I'm in frame. So basically I have 4 in that pile there. And so the way I do this is I just put another card on top. That would make 5. And I'm thinking between 5 and 10 would be a good size. Then I just grabbed some smaller embellishments and a few word tags, word bits. I also grabbed this container that has some small cutouts, and I thought it would be fun to incorporate some of those in here. I have one that I made already, and I will show that a little later. It's still kind of drying from the glue, but ultimately these are made just like the notepads that I've made in the past. And 2, those small labels that I made not too long ago that are still on my Ko-fi page, they are, I think, perfect size for this. Some of them probably would be suitable. This was inspired by my son, who helps me deliver papers. So we were delivering papers and he was wearing gloves, and somehow he had taken off one of his gloves and he went to put a paper in a mail slot, and then when he came back, he noticed his glove was gone. And I didn't know where he had lost it. I'm thinking maybe, it's on a pathway somewhere. Maybe we have to backtrack and, go find it. So we did that. We backtracked a few places, and we were only done half the route at that point. So we kept looking for it where we had been. Eventually we realized it's not here, and we'll have to try something else. So we prayed and asked the Lord that he would find it for us and return it to us. So we just went about our day, and then the next morning he found it hanging out of a mail slot, and I thought, aha, I knew it was something the Lord was going to do for us. And there it was, just waiting for him. And I said, they must have had a good laugh. You know, oh, we got something else, something extra with our paper today. Anyways, at that point, I thought I would like to write them a note. And like I said, I didn't want to just make it on a plain piece of paper. I wanted something a little weightier. And I think that's what I'm ending up with these. These are almost like a 3D card, and yet very simple. Just has to be put together, and you can just have fun picking some things that you want to put on there. I'm choosing to use it as a witnessing tool. I'm putting a little saying on here. This one says ask, seek, and knock. So I'm just going to put that behind the leaf a little bit. That should be roughly one. I think I have 6 here. And you could make these fancier too. You could ink the edges. You could do the corner rounding. I chose not to so far, but that could, I think inking would actually look really nice, though I haven't. I have inked some of the embellishments that I put on. But anyways, that is entirely up to you. So to finish these, I am going to get some clamps. I have made sure that the edges where I'm gluing it is as flat as I can get them. And I'm just going to clamp them on the edges. And then I'm going to run a line of glue here. And I have used cheap glue for this before, and it seemed to work okay. Today I am just using my favorite, which is the Bearly Arts. And I am kind of running the glue with my finger on purpose because I want to get the glue in between the pages a little bit so that they will stick and they will stick together. Alright, so there's that one, and then I'm just going to move the clamps to the edge where the glue is so that the paper doesn't warp too much. I find file folder paper, which is what I'm using, is very absorbent. That's something to keep in mind. But I wanted to use something other than cardstock, and I didn't want to just use white papers. That's how I ended up using the file folder. Alright, so that one's going to dry. And I'll show you the 4x4. This one has a few, like 5 or 6. What I have also done is use some of the labels that I've made and some of the smaller ones so that there is room for writing. Now the one I actually gave out, I wrote, because it was the last piece on a notepad. So let's say this is a notepad and I'd used up all the pages, which I hadn't, but I saw the back page and it had decoration on the back, but the one side was blank. There's different ways to do this. You could decorate one side completely and then have the other side for writing. You could totally do that. In fact, I made some hearts out of some of the jelly plate paper that I had. If I wanted to make Because up till now I'm just making the decoration small and then have a little space for writing, and then I left the back blank. I think it would be nice too to put like a larger something and then have the back blank. I can talk. Like I said, there's multiple ways to do this. I just thought because there's blue in the heart, we could maybe put a label on it that had some blue in it. The other thing I was thinking, like I said, I decided to use this as a witnessing tool. I can put some verses on there. I think that would work. How are you doing today? We are very close to Christmas as I record this, and I'm thinking of taking at least a week off from YouTube because my family is home and I want to spend some time with them and not have to worry about finding a quiet time to film. I do wish you a very Merry Christmas and that you get the true meaning. When I say the true meaning, we celebrated the birth of Christ when I was a child on Christmas Day, and I realized that Christmas Day has become a lot of things to different people. When I say the true meaning, I wish that everybody would know Jesus and have a relationship with him, because the day of his return is coming quickly and he's going to be looking to see who are his. With that, I wish you a Merry Christmas and a happy 2025. May it be productive and may it produce great growth in the Lord for you and in you. That is what I wish for you. And I'm going to see what the new year brings here. See if I'm going to continue this or if I might be doing something else. Alright, so you get the idea, and so you just make as many pages as you like, and then you glue them like I showed you, and then what you'll end up with is like a notepad. And then you'll be able to just hand them out, and I think these would even make great gifts. They're a little bit bulky, which is why I only put a few sheets in each. Alright, so that's what I got for you, and hope you enjoyed that, and we'll see you again next time. Bye for now.